help it, is it? Is something wrong?
The bed sheets were all scratchy.
Oh.
He'd definitely be a good neighbour. Please welcome Ian Smith.
Everybody needs good neighbors. Just a friend who's always warm. Helps the neighbor a day.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
I'm kissing all these loose women. Hello.
Hello.
May I kiss
It's
you as
lovely
well?
to meet you. Of
Hello.
course you can.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
lovely to
very
see you,
much.
and a standing ovation. No
Yes,
less.
indeed. Yes, yes. How about that?
Is this the kind of adulation that you're getting used to, Ian?
Oh, my wife gives it to me every night when I go home. It's wonderful. I
Lucky
said,
old you.
sit down, I say, yes.
So you're semi-retired now, is that what
I
you're
am,
calling
yes.
yourself?
Yes, that's lovely. It is lovely.
How does that work within the context of neighbours then? I mean, are you still going back to do some and then have gaps in between?
Yes,
or?
yes. You see, around about June last year, I decided I wanted to stop and smell the roses before I'm pushing them up. You know what I mean? So I said to them that when I leave to do Panto, that I wasn't coming back. And that's when my ego took off, because they wined and dined me in. Oh, I wasn't sure that I should be speaking to these little people. I was so important, I suddenly found out. They kept telling me, you're important, Ian,
Well,
you're
you're the
important.
longest-serving member, aren't
Yes,
you?
I know. That's only because I had the audacity to stay and I didn't want to leave, you know.
But isn't it funny how you suddenly find out how important you are when
Precisely.
you're leaving?
Yes, what happened to all those
before?
contracts and the money, you know, beforehand? Could have mentioned it once before.
How long exactly have you been in Neighbours?
Well, I started 21 years ago, and I had about 4.5 years out.
Wow.
Yes.
That was was it 1991? You
I'd have to
mysteriously
take your-
disappeared
Yes.
and came back a whole new man.
Yes, I walked to Tasmania.
Now that's a skill.
Yes. And came back amnesia, yes, 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 all of those. Well, look, hey, come on, it's so bad, ain't Shakespeare?
Well,
eh?
we do it in Dallas.
Yes, yes.
Same thing.
Only they come back to a mansion.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Have you ever fancied, because quite a few of your Australian co-stars, some from your soap opera, some from Home and Away, have come and made a home here and are now working in our soaps. Have you ever, like Anne, of course, who was Madge, and Emily, who was in Home Away, have you ever, I know you come here quite often, but have you ever fancied living
I'm
over
not
here?
allowed to. I'm an Australian. I'm not allowed to. And I'm over 26. Only just.
So do they have to have family here, or that's how
Something
they can
like
do
that.
it?
Yeah, well, you see, Anne went to Ireland. She lived in Ireland, and then all of a sudden everything became EU, and then she could come over here. But I'd love to. I'd love to. I mean, no, I'd love... I could
got enough
never,
to see of your own
I
country,
could
though,
never
haven't you?
leave Australia, yes. And that's what we're going to do. When I go back, Gail and myself, we're going to buy a suitable vehicle, and we're going to go and get lost in the outback.
Fantastic.
You can see the headlines now. Ian Smith lost and died in the outback. Yes.
And you've been with your wife for 39 years.
Yes.
You're obviously a bit of a stayer.
Yes.
So, neighbours for 21. Married for you know, a lot of couples do say that once, you know, one of you retires, you sort of like that. What are we going to talk about? Are you worried about that at all in your camper van in the outback?
Yeah. Look, it's amazing, isn't it? They teach us how to work, but they don't teach us how to retire. They don't. And I think there's a business in that. And I'm thinking of starting.
Good for you.
Yes.
But you know, you and your wife have obviously kept the romance alive. I mean, obviously, Valentine's Day is a big thing, which it was yesterday. Is it as big in Australia? What did you do for her?
It is, but we've ignored it for
Did you?
39 years. We've considered... Oh, I shouldn't say this.
What,
I suppose.
you or Australian?
No, Gail and I...
Just you, right,
We've ignored it for 39 years. I don't know why we have. We only look at anniversaries and birthdays.
Well, it's
for
a
things
nice,
like
isn't
that.
it?
Yes.
I'm a bit anti them, but my
Yes.
intended likes to celebrate them, so I've had to join him on that.
Yes. Yeah,
But,
well, we said to all our friends this year, that's it, no more Christmas presents from now on. We will go out for dinner, we will have drinks, and all of that sort of thing. But presents, why? Come on. Hey, I'm an atheist. Why should I get so, you know, excited about Christmas?
Yeah,
You
no,
know.
no.
There you go.
I suppose if you love somebody anyway, you love them all year round. you
That's
know.
right. That's right. Precisely.
Not just one day.
Precisely.
Not
Give
that
you
I
half
know.
a chance, eh?
So if you had one key thing now that, you know, that you would like to do, obviously now semi-retired, you're going to do a bit of travelling.
Yes.
What box would you like to tick? What would you like to do?
No, travel is it, because we have never been able to do it. I've been extraordinarily lucky with work. Last year, I was 50 years an equity member in Australia, and for most, in fact, all of that 50 years, I've been working solidly.
which is a very lucky thing
yes,
for an actor
yes,
to be
indeed.
able to
Yes,
do.
yes.
Ian, we've been blessed that you've come in to see us today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Neighbours is now on Channel 5. We'll
It
be
is.
seeing bits and pieces of you, but for now, it's Ian Smith, everyone. Thank you so much. Okay, that's enough chat for us for this week, but as promised, here with a track from her album, Music for Mothers, it's Mylene Class.
National and world news next on UTV, followed by the very latest local news. Then David Dickinson rummages around for another real deal. And later star guests and timely topics with Alan Titchmarsh.